Nestled at the edge of Winchester and located in Woburn is an extremely popular destination with locals called Horn Pond. While it's well known locally, not many people outside of the town really know about this hidden gem. I wanted to find out some more information on the history of Horn Pond, so I looked up the Horn Pond Facebook group, which seemed to be probably the most comprehensive resource I could find online. And according to that group, the pond was glacially formed. It's 133 acres and was once home to Algonquin Indians and later served as the site for commercial ice-making businesses, sand and gravel operations, public beaches such as Foley Beach, and the Woburn Parkway, a mile-long drive now open only to foot traffic. There was once an island in the middle of the pond which housed a bowling alley and which was often used as a dance hall for events. And due to rising water levels, only treetops from the island are visible now. Every time I visit my in-laws in Winchester, Horn Pond is the place I visit most often for my daily runs. Now, as you may have seen in some of my other videos, when I wander off into the woods, I find some pretty cool things, and Horn Pond was no different. There are not many places in urban areas I have found that consist of a large body of water, multi-use trails, wooded trails that go from sand to rocky to dense pine forest with glacial boulders along the way, all within a bustling suburb of a major city. While Horn Pond is primarily known for its 2.2 mile bike and running loop around the pond, what interests me the most is the 287-foot Horn Pond Mountain. Based off my experience, I'm willing to bet most people have no idea what's up that mountain as the crowds primarily stick to the loop around the water. My first few times there, I climbed up the rocky front face that faces the pond. Only after a few visits I realized there was actually a paved, very steep trail referred to as Nolan's Trail that takes you right to the top. Once you're at the top of the trail, you're treated to amazing views of downtown Boston, and unlike the Fells Preserve, there's usually no one else up there. Also, at the top of the mountain is a sunken crater-like area that was once a reservoir for the town of Woburn. Now there's a path that leads down into it, and this abandoned empty reservoir truly looks otherworldly. You'd have no idea there's a Whole Foods market about half a mile from where you stand at the bottom of the hill. As you continue past the former reservoir, you come out to a clearing with a view overlooking all of Horn Pond and Woburn. The view is amazing, but what really piqued my interest was large concrete remnants scattered around the top. As with anything that interests me, I tend to get consumed and fall down the rabbit hole looking up any information I can find. I started looking up information on Horn Pond Mountain, and I was quickly brought to the New England Lost Ski Areas Project website. It was there that I found out that the cement remnants scattered about are actually the remains of a ski lift. And as early as 1940, there was a small ski operation there, and the mountain was referred to as Mount Towanda. According to resident Walt Kearney, in the late 40s and early 50s, they had a tow rope in an annual Winterfest ski contest on Mount Towanda. Briefly, the ski resort was an effort done in the 60s and early 70s by then Mayor Gill, who tried to turn it along with the golf course into a moneymaker for the town. The Woburn Golf and Ski Authority was formed as a quasi-town body to get the monetarily struggling Woburn Country Club out of debt. The city acquired the country club and all the land that defines the ski trail after the depressions of the 1930s for back taxes. But skiing was dropped long ago for two reasons. One was the weather, which became less snowy and which shut down operations, and two was that Mayor Gill purchased ski lift equipment from an Italian company, but the city council never approved the purchase and the company in Italy never got paid. They sued the city and the mayor and they won their case. The ski lift and all the equipment was then sold at auction for cents on the dollar. Looking back, I can tell you that the lift seats, the lodge, were never completely finished. This was just one of several efforts to improve the Horn Pond recreational area. The ski lift was sold at auction and is now supposedly used at the Neshoba Valley Ski Area in western Massachusetts. This is just one of the hidden histories that I discovered about Horn Pond and the surrounding area. Hidden paths like this are always interesting to me, especially when it's something right in your nose that most people are not aware of. So regardless of your interest in old abandoned ski areas, if you're like me and you're just like finding random things that are hiding in plain sight and always want to get to the history behind those things, I can't recommend checking out Horn Pond enough. The running route is amazing, but as I mentioned, there's so much cool stuff to find in the woods and at the top of Horn Pond Mountain. I cannot speak highly enough to this area, and I am extremely jealous for all the locals that have this as their daily running route. If you're ever in the Boston area, definitely stop by and check it out.